Hi, how's it going, everyone? I just got done watching No One Will Save You, now currently streaming over on Hulu. It follows the story of this character, Bryn. She seems to be this very cool girl. She lives alone. She has some pretty interesting hobbies. It's not until we actually meet the public and how they interact with Bryn, the plot actually starts to thicken. This film turns into a home invasion film, which then also kind of just transforms into something else entirely. Now, that being said, I'm not gonna go into all the details. This is not a spoiler review. This movie is a horror film, but I believe that it's not up here horror-wise. It's more down here. It's more so thriller than anything else. And then on top of that, it is gonna scare a lot of people away for, I believe, one more reason, and that is the fact that there is no spoken dialogue. You hear people murmuring in the background, you hear a few grunts and whatnot, a lot of breathing, oddly enough. You have to sit down, pay attention, you have to read some writing on the walls to understand the headspace of Bryn and where she's at. I believe that if you enter this movie completely blind, you might get taken back a lot, and it's either gonna be very good or you're just gonna be very like, what is this? I'm gonna just turn this off and go watch Shrek 2 for the 100th time. I genuinely loved it, and here are the reasons why. One being that I just absolutely adore some good old-fashioned character study movies, but this movie, it's not just that. It takes you on a trip. It's more so of an emotional trip that almost kind of borderlines Seth Rogen-ish trips. This movie will make you ask questions. You will wanna know, did I miss something? Do I need to go back and watch stuff? No, you don't. You just have to kind of go along this movie where all of the answers are supplied to you, and a lot of the answers are also up to interpretation. I loved that. I thought the ending was very interesting. I was not expecting the ending we got out of this movie, but I also see the stones being set up for us to walk along this path. And another thing that I love about this movie is the camera work, especially with the drone cinematography. Even when the drone pauses its movement, it feels like, ooh, feel like chills just crawling up my shoulder. And whew, man, the drone work in this movie is something special. However, there are a few cons for me, the effects being one of them. I was not on board with a lot of the effects in this movie, such as the roaming cloud scenes. It feels very B-movie style, and I just wasn't a huge fan of that, as well as the villains. Yeah, the villains in this movie. They kind of move almost animatronically, almost, I'd say, stop motion, which, if you guys do know me, I am very, very afraid of stop motion animation. It's one of my weirdest fears. That being said, I'm gonna do a review on Nightmare Before Christmas coming up soon in October, so stay on the lookout for that. Now, is this a movie that I recommend? It's kind of hard to say, because this movie, yes, I do find it technically appealing. I think that the story beats are there. Everything just seems pretty easygoing. However, when it comes to people who aren't like the biggest cinema film geeks like myself, they may be, again, turned away by this movie. They may feel out of place, like they just don't belong. But if they do end up paying attention, this movie may convert them into being film geeks. This movie might be a gateway movie for a lot of young filmmakers out there who just want to jump on board and say, yeah, I want to try to recreate that scene. I want to try to fly a drone. Or, hey, that lighting decision in that scene, that was impeccable, and I want to try to recreate that. Those soft lights on Bryn's face at, I don't know, 48 minutes into the movie. I'm just kind of throwing out a random time code. But yeah, people will take away a lot from this movie. Give it a shot. You may hate it. You may actually love it. Thank you so much for watching my movie review on No One Will Save You. I was not expecting this movie. It's not necessarily, again, a horror film as much as it is a thriller film with a lot of weird twists and bumps that may shake you out of the film. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like down below, as well as a comment. The engagement is truly, truly helpful. As well, if you guys want to watch some more content from yours truly, click somewhere on the screen. The YouTube algorithm will love you for it. My name's Austin, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.